Did you know that during World War II, Germany produced over 120,000 aircraft? Today, we're re-embarking on an ambitious journey to cover every single German aircraft that saw service in the war. From the iconic fighters that dominated the skies to the lumbering giants that transported troops and supplies. We'll explore the incredible engineering, the strategic roles, and the fascinating stories behind each one. So buckle up. This is going to be a deep dive. Let's start with the fighters, the tip of the spear for the Luftwaffe. Everyone knows the Messerschmitt Bf 109. This was the workhorse, with over 33,000 built, making it the most produced fighter in history. It was small, agile, and deadly in the hands of an ace. From the early models that fought over Spain to the final Gustav and Kehrfirst versions battling Allied bombers, the 109 was constantly evolving. Its main rival, both in the skies and on the production lines, was the Focke-Wulf Fw 190. When it first appeared, Allied pilots were shocked. Another revolutionary design was the Messerschmitt Me 163. Now, let's talk about the twin-engine heavy fighters, or Zersterer destroyers. The most famous is the Messerschmitt Bf 110. It was designed as a long-range escort fighter, but it proved vulnerable to single-engine fighters like the Spitfire and Hurricane during the Battle of Britain. However, it found its true calling as a devastating night fighter. Equipped with airborne radar and powerful upward-firing cannons called Schrittmusik, the Bf 110 became the bane of RAF Bomber Command. A later, more powerful destroyer was the Me 410 Hornets, a successor to the troubled Me 210. It was fast and heavily armed, used for bomber interception and fast bombing runs, but it entered service when the air war was already turning against Germany. Moving on to the bombers. Then the infamous Stuka. Its screeching Jericho trumpet and pinpoint dive-bombing accuracy became a symbol of German air power. While highly effective when Germany had air superiority, it was slow and poorly defended, making it easy prey for modern fighters. The main medium bombers were the Heinkel He-111, the Dornier Du-17, and the Junkers Ru-88. The He-111 is instantly recognizable by its greenhouse nose. It was a reliable, tough aircraft that served on all fronts. The DOS-17, known as the Flying Pencil for its thin fuselage, was a fast bomber that also excelled at reconnaissance. But the most versatile of them all was the Junkers Ru-88. It was the ultimate multi-role aircraft. It served as a dive bomber, level bomber, night fighter, torpedo bomber, and reconnaissance plane. It was fast, tough, and could carry a decent bomb load. Over 15,000 were built, and it was considered the best German medium bomber of the war. Let's look at the transport and utility aircraft. The undisputed king here is the Junkers Ru-52, affectionately known as Tanch Ru or Auntie Ru. With its corrugated metal skin and 3 radial engines, it was an old but incredibly rugged and reliable design. It flew troops into Austria, paratroopers onto Krechy and supplies to the freezing soldiers at Stalingrad. It was the logistical heart of the Wehrmacht. For larger tasks, there was the massive Messerschmitt Me 323 Gigant. This 6-engine behemoth was developed from a glider and could carry a light tank or 130 fully equipped soldiers. It was slow and extremely vulnerable, but a testament to Germany's need to move heavy equipment by air. Reconnaissance was vital, and the Germans had some excellent aircraft for the job. The Focke-Wulf Fw 189 Ohu, or Flying Eye, had a unique twin-boom design with a central glass gondola, offering its crew an unparalleled view of the battlefield. For high-altitude reconnaissance, there was the Junkers Ru 388, a development of the Ru 88 family, capable of flying so high that it was almost immune to interception. Now for some of the more unusual and experimental aircraft, the so-called Wonder Weapon or Wonder Weapons. We've mentioned the Me-262 and Me-163, but there were others. The Arado AR-234 Blitz was the world's first operational jet bomber and reconnaissance aircraft. It was so fast that, for a time, nothing could catch it. The Heinkel He-162 Volksjäger, or People's Fighter, was a desperate late-war attempt to create a simple, cheap jet fighter that could be flown by pilots with minimal training. Made largely of wood, it was a fast but unforgiving aircraft. We also have the Buchenbach 349 Natter, a vertical launch rocket interceptor designed for point defense. The pilot was essentially just there to aim the aircraft at a bomber formation, fire a salvo of rockets, and then bail out while the machine broke apart. It was a truly desperate and suicidal concept that saw only limited testing. It was so huge it sometimes required 3 Bf-110s in a special Troika-Schlepp formation just to get it airborne. Even trainers played a crucial role. The Bucker B-131 Jungmann and B-133 Jungmeister were biplanes renowned for their incredible aerobatic capabilities, training a generation of Luftwaffe pilots. The Arado AR-96 was the standard advanced trainer, preparing pilots to fly high-performance monoplanes like the Bf-109. This has been a whirlwind tour through the hangars of the Third Reich. Each of these machines, from the most famous fighter to the humblest trainer, played its part in the largest conflict in human history. We've covered the main types, but there are still dozens of prototypes. Liaison aircraft like the Fiesler Storch and lesser-known variants. The story of Luftwaffe aviation is a vast and fascinating subject. Thank you so much for joining me on this extensive overview. Let us know in the comments which aircraft you find most interesting. Thanks for watching.